In the heart of rural Mali, where crimson sunsets paint the sky and dusty winds whisper across vast plains, 28-year-old Halima Konaté became the center of a miracle that shocked the world. Already a mother of two, Halima had expected her third child with the calm resilience of an African mother who had weathered life's hardships. But at her third-month checkup, the local clinic nurse froze mid-ultrasound, eyes wide. "There's more than one," she stammered. The initial scan revealed quintuplets, a rare occurrence by any measure. But when Halima was transferred to Bamako Central Hospital for further testing, stunned doctors confirmed an unprecedented truth. Halima was carrying 12 babies. 12 heartbeats. 12 lives. The news made its way to the Ministry of Health, then the international press. Soon her village of Mbamu, once an unmarked dot on dusty maps, was buzzing with reporters, medics, and curious strangers. Most believed the pregnancy wouldn't make it past the 5th month. But Halima, known by locals as Mama Simba, Mother Lioness, held steady. "They're mine. I will carry them all," she said, her voice calm, defiant. As the weeks turned into months, Halima's belly grew to a size so astonishing that it had to be supported by a customized harness made from woven Kent cloth. International aid poured in, doctors from France, equipment from UNICEF, and food from NGOs. On the 31st week, under the bright surgical lights of a fully prepped hospital theater, a team of 40 specialists from 5 countries performed one of the most high-risk cesarean sections ever recorded. The room went silent as the first cry rang out, then the second, third, fourth, all the way to the 12th. 6 boys and 6 girls, all premature but alive. The hospital erupted in celebration. Journalists around the world ran the story with headlines like, "Mali Miracle. Woman gives birth to 12 babies," and "Mother of Nations. One woman, 12 lives." The babies were placed in a special neonatal unit, and Halima's name was etched into global history. She could have stopped there. She could have accepted the offers from American TV networks, modeling agencies, and biotech companies that wanted to study her genetics. But what she did next stunned even those who thought they had seen it all. Halima turned down the money, the fame, the interviews. Instead, she made a quiet announcement. She would use the attention not for herself, but for every forgotten mother across Africa. Instead of embracing celebrity or personal comfort, Halima Konaté stood before a crowd gathered outside Bamako's largest hospital, her body still healing, her 12 infants sleeping in neonatal incubators, and addressed the microphones with a calm, steady voice. "If I am a miracle," she said, "then so are the millions of mothers who give birth in silence, without help, without hope. This story is not just about me. It is about all of us." What the world didn't know was that behind Halima's composed strength lay years of quiet sacrifice. Her first child had been born under the stars with only a village midwife by her side. Her second child had nearly died of a fever because the nearest clinic was 40 kilometers away, reachable only on foot. Halima had lived the forgotten reality of many African women, resilient, yet neglected by systems that saw them as statistics. And now, given a platform she never asked for but had undeniably earned, she chose to use it. That week, Halima announced the formation of Mama Dunia, Mother of the World, a grassroots foundation aimed at providing rural mothers with mobile healthcare clinics, solar-powered maternity shelters, and maternal education programs. Instead of signing modeling contracts or selling exclusive interviews, she partnered with women-led organizations from Senegal, Nigeria, and Kenya. She called for African doctors to return from abroad and serve their people. She challenged politicians to fund maternal health not just during election seasons but year-round. As global media scrambled to follow her baby's development, something unexpected happened. Halima's calm leadership, humble, clear, and motherly, began to spark something beyond headlines. In Uganda, a local chief opened 3 birthing centers in her name. In Ghana, a group of female engineers launched a crowdfunding campaign to develop low-cost incubators for village clinics. In Sierra Leone, women marched through the streets holding signs that read, "We are all Halima." The world had come for a sensational birth story but stayed for a revolution of maternal dignity. As the 12 babies, now dubbed the Mali Dozen, grew stronger each day, Halima refused to separate them for sponsorships or adoption deals. "They are not trophies," she told a major European agency. "They are children. My children. And they will grow up knowing their mother stood for something greater than fame." The government of Mali, recognizing her influence, named her a national heroine and gave her land to build the first mother's village, a solar-powered compound equipped with healthcare facilities, a school, and a mentorship center for young mothers. Foreign volunteers arrived, not to gawk but to learn from her model. Universities studied her foundation. Documentaries were made, but all proceeds went to expanding Mama Dunia. And Halima, who once walked barefoot to fetch water, now stood in front of the United Nations in Geneva, carrying her youngest two babies as she addressed leaders from around the world. "If you want to see the future of the world," she said, "look into the eyes of a mother with hope." By the time the Mali dozen turned one, Halima's story had transformed into something far greater than even she had imagined. Not just a woman who survived the impossible, but a woman who made the impossible useful. A symbol of African motherhood's strength, ingenuity, and endurance. And in her village of Mbamu, where dirt roads now led to a maternity center lined with sunflowers, where local girls chanted songs about Mama Simba, Halima could be found sitting under the shade of a baobab tree, 12 children playing around her, the air filled with laughter and dust, her eyes glowing not with pride, but with purpose. Because while the world came to watch her give birth, they stayed to witness her give rise to a movement.